Peace be upon you. Welcome to another episode of Sisters Halal Talk with Nansfit Muhammad. So today I have a guest who is a writer, a poet, an activist, a social worker. She is no other but Amra Aliyu. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you here actually.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about activism and social work. You do a lot of things for that impactful to girls. So how do you come about that?
That's a tricky question. How did I come about that? Now that I think about it, I'm not sure how I came about it, but I know that everything that I had put out to do is a sort of like a journey of discovery, of self-discovery. For example, I think before now, or when I started out my, should I say career or path, or when I was still in the university anyways, I was doing, I was working for a radio station. I was volunteering for a radio station, and I had this show I was hosting. It was a show that created awareness on women's rights, on girl child education, on girl child marriage, FGM, and all of the ills around. And so it was at the point that, you know, if you're doing a show, you have to research to see to understand it yourself. So prior to that, I didn't know that there was anything as FGM. I didn't know that rape was, a very big issue. I didn't know so many things that was happening. I didn't know about a lot because my immediate environment didn't show me that,
expose you to it.
It didn't expose me to a sort of things like that. Like in my house, we're all girls. It's the norm. My elder sister is going to school. My mom is working, and so I didn't see that other people's struggle, or their what's the word now? Their reality.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see their reality around me. So when I started the show, I had to do a lot of research. I had to talk to people. I had to go out to talk to activists, to talk to police officers, to talk to other women, other children, So it opened my eyes to a lot of ills going on in my immediate community. It wasn't as if those things that I talked about weren't there.
It was just,
because I didn't know that they existed. So it was at that point that I was seeing it. I was seeing it as a show, talking to people, talking on the show, people calling in, and then after the school, it was something I was really drawn to because I felt like maybe just maybe I could add my voice to this, and it shouldn't be the end because I am done with the radio show. Shouldn't be the end of, lending my voice for this particular cause. So I'd say that would be the beginning of
discovery
of activism and of everything around my impact around girl child and women.
Okay, so how far have you gone with you call this thing SAF, your organization?
Yeah,
SAF.
yeah.
Is it an NGO?
Yeah, it's an NGO.
What's SAF?
It's Salma Atta Foundation for Women and Girls Support.
Salma Atta? Why not Amra Aliyu?
No. So when I was picking a name for what I was doing, I was beginning to think, okay, what should I do? Should I work on rape, gender-based violence? Because I was getting more of people. Yeah, I was getting more of people sending me messages. Oh, this happened to my sister. This happened. So okay, it was kind of a lot because it was the radio show. The radio show is over. Even though I had contact to people who could help, so I was doing more of referrals. They send me a message, hey, this is happening, and then I send them to someone who... So at some point, I was feeling, okay, should I narrow it down to gender-based violence? Gender-based violence is really a tricky and a really fragile issue that if you get into it, like there's a lot, honestly. So I was thinking, okay, what could bring more impact that I would see and touch?
Girls, not just the gender-based issue or the rape issue.
Yeah, like if it's, you know, gender-based violence is very broad. And it involves so many things. It involves female genital mutilation. It involves rape. It involves even domestic abuse. So like even physical and emotional violence. Like it's a lot.
So many things in one part.
So like I was thinking, oh, should I pick one? And so Salma Atta basically is my mom's name and my grandma's name.
So who is Salma, your mom?
Salma is my mom, and my grandma is Atta, and I gave it that name because Atta, my grandma, I was raised by these two women anyways, and Atta was like my first point of seeing a woman fighting for other women's rights. And when I think about all the things that I see her doing, you know, I told you I didn't wake up, I didn't see the reality of...
Yeah, until later on.
Yeah, but like even when I was with my grandma, I saw women come to her and she was angry. She's always looking out to, you know, go out to do something. And like, I didn't understand it at all up until I started that show because I wasn't really interested. I am someone who doesn't really pay attention to details. If I'm not interested in something, I just don't. So I don't know what happened. This woman came in crying. I don't know. I didn't care to ask. I didn't even eavesdrop. Like it was just, so like it was after the show, when I started the show, that I started paying attention to a lot of things.
These things had been around you.
Yeah, but just because I am not interested,
it wasn't noticeable.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one actually. It's better for it to be Salma Atta than Amra Aliyu. Because things with sentimental value, we work greater for them than things with things that just come out of the blue. You say Amra Aliyu, you're still Amra Aliyu, but these two women, like remembering them and trying to create a better future through their names, it will have greater impact. It already has actually. So now the last time I watched, I saw some post of yours which talked about girl code.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
So in the organization, we have a couple of activities that we do yearly. And this Girl Code Bootcamp is another avenue for girls, for young girls within the ages of 17 to 27. 27? Yeah, to learn digital skills, not only digital skills, but also data and analytics, to learn, you know, interpersonal development and communication skills, because we figure out that, okay, and why we selected from 17 to 27 is because we feel like you're going into 17 or you're 17, maybe you're trying to write your JAM or you're going into the university or you're already, you know, in your first year, and this would give you an opportunity to do something while you wait for your admission, or you're already in school around the mid-20s, 21, and you can, you know, take up a side hustle while you wait for to finish, and then you have the skills. This because soft skills are something that they don't teach you in school. So we teach them these soft skills to be able to, you know, if they're in the school, they will be able to navigate their way through. If they're around maybe 27, 25, they're done with school and they're in the labor market, you know.
It could also be a career for them.
Yeah. So depending, yeah, because even we teach even graphic design. So there are other women who are already married in the cohort, and some of them are just like sit-at-home moms. And if they are sit-at-home moms, they can do data analytics and earn money online even without going anywhere. So like this is what we're looking at. So yeah, Girl Code Bootcamp is just like an avenue where it's like a training, extensive training where we gather girls around Niger State. The main focus is Niger State, but like we also accommodate other people from other states. But like I think 70 to 80% is Niger State.
Yes. Okay.
To learn all of these things that I just mentioned, and then, you know, to see how we could improve along the line. Yeah, it's an
Is it
annual
free?
event. Yeah, it's free.
It's free.
Totally free.
Okay, Saf is really going to go. So
It's free.
Amra, you do a lot of activism. Beside it, you are also a broadcaster, or you call yourself so?
Well, I used to be.
You used to
I'm
be?
not really towing that line anymore. So like,
Oh, you've cancelled it.
no, I haven't cancelled it, but like I am really focusing on other things right now.
So what are the other things?
Like writing, even though I'm not even writing anymore, but like I do write, and in fact I just published a poetry collection, and I'm going to publish another.
Talk about it later. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So I focus more on my development work, because like sometimes it needs more time, more attention to achieve a lot of things. So yeah.
Amra, you are a social worker. You're an activist.
Yeah.
You just kept the broadcaster aside for now. Like you said, if not, I would have called you a broadcaster, because I've heard people refer to you as that. So now Amra is also an author of Breast
And Names of Flowers.
Names of Flower.
Yeah.
It's a poetry collection. So now, I know you wrote that book. Somehow you published the book, not you wrote it, in between doing your activism work. How were you able to navigate all of this together?
So that book has been in existence for 9 years now. I just didn't get the chance to publish it. Like it was from the first time I decided I was going to write, or I had started writing. I had a spell in Anna, Nigeria then, so I had like a collection already. I just worked on some of them, and then because as at that time I knew, okay, how do I publish? I asked someone how much it is to publish, and he told me. I was like, what?
So much money.
So much money, and I can't afford that. How do I afford that? And I was like, no, I can't even. I know that if I had spoken to my grandma about it.
Self-published.
Yeah. Like I know that at that time, if I had spoken to my grandma, maybe she would have published for me. But like I felt like, "God, this woman is doing too much. I shouldn't add another one to." So like I made it. I thought to myself, and I was like, yeah, someday I'm going to publish this book myself with my money. And then yes, I did.
You did. That's good. Like you did. Like it's really a great step. Like so you said something. You mentioned that a novel. Should we be expecting a novel, or you've already published one?
Not really a novel, but like I'm thinking of like a creative non-fiction. It's going to be it's going to be about
short stories.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't know. I'm looking in that line, but let's see how it goes.
Okay, so it's really interesting talking to you, because your work as a person, you're so young, but you've done so many things here and there, and I say little steps are the ones that will take you so far and so greater. So now, Amra, as a person, what pushes you? What's the motivation to trying to achieve all those goals, all those different things put in one? What's your motivation?
What is my motivation?
Yeah.
I don't know what my motivation
Amra,
is.
you have to tell us, because I want the girl watching out there who has learned about Amra, or knows that Amra is not, you're not in your 30s. Absolutely, you're not.
Not yet.
So, Amra has done this. Amra has published the book, self-published the book. Let me keep adding self-published the book. Amra you were a broadcaster while in school, in university, and you've done...
Even when I came out of university, I worked with NTA. Yeah.
Okay, you worked, wow, that's good.
For a while.
So now you've also done things to impact the society through the FGM, pad stuff for girls, and also rape and girl rights.
Yeah, I also do... in fact, I'm trying to like do a bigger project around period poverty. It's something that we've been working on over the years, but we're thinking of doing like a more sustainable solution. Like a bigger, but like, yeah.
But still for
fingers crossed. Yeah.
Still for
Nigeria.
Okay, Nigeria is really feeding off from you. So now let's go back to what I said. What motivates you?
What motivates? Honestly, if you ask me what motivates me, I don't know. I just wake up and I feel like I want to do this. Like, I think I am someone who is keen on seeing what I start to finish. Like, if I put my hand in something, I don't let it suffer.
Okay.
I feel like I am that person that wants to follow through. If I believe in something and I hold on to it, and I'm like, this is what I want to do, I follow it through to it till the end. So like, I don't know. And I feel like that is one. And maybe the excitement, the feedback that I get from people, the excitement I get from the beneficiaries really keeps me going. I remember there was a time where I worked on an issue of rape, where even my life was threatened at that time. But like, the feedback I got from the girl and her parents, like, it gave me joy, because like there's this fulfillment that comes from, you know, doing your own path, and you see it,
the end result.
Yeah, like you see how you have touched somebody. Like there's this, I don't know if you see
I get it. I get the love of impact. I get it.
So yeah, I feel maybe that's the drive. Yeah, maybe.
That's the drive. So now what's your pattern?
I don't really have a pattern.
It's like procrastination don't work in your world.
Well, not really. If there was no procrastination, then maybe I would have gone beyond where I am today, because like sometimes sometimes I am my own drive. Because just imagine having someone who wakes you up and be like, hey, wake up. It's time to do this now. But you are your own drive. You have to remind yourself all the time that, hey, you have to do this. And I feel like if I don't, I procrastinate too. But like, I'm working on it. Like, I give myself a timeline to say, hey, Amra, you have to. So like, I set alarms for myself and set reminders. You have to do this. You have a deadline. And then and one thing with me is that I don't, unlike other people who are scared of deadlines, I don't really get.
Okay, like pressure doesn't push you.
No, I don't really feel.
Like, I don't feel pressure. Like,
I'm just a carefree person that just do things as they come. That's just me.
Okay. So now, what would you tell a younger you?
A younger me?
Yes, the younger Amra.
To be a little patient. I mean, to be more patient. You don't have to react to everything. And you can also drop out on seriousness and really be... No, have fun. I'm not saying don't have fun, but like, you have to... what's the word now? I don't know. You get it.
Okay. I love that you said patient, because for me too, I have this, my dad used to say this sentence to me specifically. He would say, Nana, you don't have the monopoly of wisdom. Be patient. Like, he says this to me, like when I was younger, he used to say it to me almost all the time. So it took me a long while to learn, to understand. Like, I kept myself in a situation that was really difficult for me, just so I could learn what it meant to be a bit patient. And it worked out. Seriously, it worked out.
Maybe you would share the recipe.
Yeah, I'll share. Okay, now I'm still here with Amra Aliyu. We're talking about activism and social work. So now back to the next segment. Amra, I'm going to be asking you 10 questions. These are these other questions. So you must answer each one. If you do not answer, you're going to transfer 20K to question. Yes, so be ready.
All right.
So now the first one says, outer space or bottom of the sea?
Space.
Outer space?
Yeah.
Wow. What would you find interesting in outer space?
I don't know. I think I'd rather be there than under the sea.
Okay. And I think under the sea, you need a different kind of breathing to breathe. Okay. The next one, we have swimming or building castles.
Building castles.
Building castles.
Yeah.
Sand castles.
Yeah. Any castles at all.
Wow. I'd rather swim.
No, I don't even know how to swim. I don't even like water.
You don't like water?
No way.
And you were born in March. You're a Pisces, or is it what do they call that?
Yeah. No, I am Aries.
Okay, you're Aries. Okay, I think it was from the middle of March. Okay, I'm Pisces. The next one, laundry or dishes?
None.
None?
Yes.
You have to choose one. Remember, you're making transfer for me, 20K.
Okay, dishes.
So, You said none. It's like you won't cook and you won't clean.
No, I actually love cooking.
You love
I
cooking.
just don't like. I'll take wash. I'll take dishes.
You take dishes.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't like washing clothes at all.
Okay. Concert or sport games?
Concert.
Yeah, concert too. Here. So no company or bad company?
Bad company.
Bad company. Are you scared of being alone? Are you scared? Okay. The next one, growth or security?
Growth.
Growth.
Yeah.
So you rather be growing and then there's a bomb beside you, or you can't sleep safe, but you're growing, you're in this mansion, but you have no peace of mind, because that's security. Security is peace.
Growth. Shane, I talk to me, I pick. I don't pick.
So you good like that. The next one, we have time machine or magic wand.
Magic wand. Why do I need time machine?
You don't need time machine.
Yeah, magic wand.
Okay.
Turn me to an...
Turn you to a frog. Massive success by accident or modest success on purpose. It's massive, but it's by accident. Or it's modest, but it's on purpose.
Modest is fine.
Modest.
Yeah.
You don't want too much.
On purpose, yeah, it's fine. By accident, it means it might not happen, you know, it's accident, so. Might or might not is...
A painful truth or a comfortable lie?
A painful truth.
You've chosen?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the next one, to be misunderstood after death or forgotten after death.
Wow. I don't want any of that.
You have to choose.
Maybe forgotten.
Maybe to be forgotten.
Yeah.
You don't want to be misunderstood.
No, I don't want to be misunderstood. I always want to...
Have your voice heard.
Yeah, like, so if I am dead, who is... no. I beg.
So the world should forget who Amra Aliyu is.
What can I say?
But me neither happen. Okay, thank you. It was fun having you. And
Thank you so much.
I learned something actually about your activism stuff, even though you refuse to tell us what drives you, what motivates you.
No, but I did. I said...
You did say something cogent.
Yeah, I did. I said the